Hey there, my name is Tori, and I am most importantly, a mom to a 7-month-old little boy, and but I'm also an RN, and that's just kind of a sad note because that's a mental note for how I view a lot of this stuff. Anywho, I wanted to do a review on the Guardian Plus, the Hubble Guardian Plus the Owlet, and them versus one another. I got the Hubble Guardian Plus and the Hubble camera in addition to the Owlet. I do live in the United States, so the Owlet is viewed a little bit differently than in other countries because the FDA got a hold of it. But I wanted to give a quick comparison. This isn't going to be long, but I couldn't find anything, and so I needed to give my opinion so other moms, other parents could get their view on things. First and foremost, this is an opinion. This is my view, my experiences. This is not me telling you to go by one thing versus another because you are the parent. You get to decide. This is just my experience and what I've been through. So that's a pure disclaimer. I love both companies. They both have really good intentions, and this is just my perspective, my view, my experiences for how this has worked for my family and for my child. Let's do the pros first. Let's do the pros. Okay, so I wrote some of them down. The pros for the Hubble. Now this is you can see the Hubble Guardian Plus, which has the ankle monitor on it. It sounds like our child's in our house arrest. But the ankle monitor, which is supposed to monitor heart rate, oxygen, and it has like a temperature setting on it too. That was super confusing for me. But anyways, we're in the pros. So Hubble Pro for the Guardian Plus and for the camera, and this was called the Nursery Pow Glow. The pros, great camera. Love the camera. Had great visibility for daytime and nighttime, and it rotates and it can tilt up and down, which I thought was really neat, and that's something that the Owlet camera doesn't have. So if your baby's moving around in the crib, you can tilt left, right, up, down, and you can turn it all the way around. Perfect. So love the camera, and the app support for the Hubble was really great. Let me check on my child because my child's scooting around. Okay, it's good. So love the camera. The app support is really great. I like the fact that it has so many options and the settings were very easy to figure out. The setup was really great. It took me probably less than 5 to 10 minutes to set up both the Guardian Plus and the camera. So those are really great pros for all of Hubble. Also, it has like a little support center. I had sent them an email about I think the wearable, like the ankle monitor, just a question about that. They responded super quickly, were really nice. So the support was great with Hubble as well. So for the Owlet, a couple of pros for it. I love the Owlet night cam. I have the Cam2. There's the Cam1, or I don't know, they might just call it the Cam. I have the Cam2. Love the night vision on this. The visibility is really great. And I don't have the box for the sock, but I also have the sock as well. And that's what monitors the heart rate and the oxygen. Heart rate real time, and so you can see like the blinking heart, their heart rate all the time. And then you also get the oxygen. But the oxygen is a 10-minute average, which is super annoying in my opinion because the FDA got a hold of it in the United States. Not like that in other countries, but our FDA got a hold of it. They only want a 10-minute average. So that's frustrating, but I'm talking about the pros. The pros is I like the sock. It's easy to put on, easy to take off. I like the concept. I wish that it wouldn't have changed, but I understand why they had to change it. No subscriptions for the Owlet. The Owlet is just purely the device and the app. You don't have to pay monthly, you don't have to pay yearly. So that's a great thing about this. The accuracy of the sock is really nice, really accurate from a nurse standpoint. I have double checked it, and it's spot on. It's accurate. Now, of course, if the baby's moving around a lot, it's hard for her to get like a true accurate heart rate. And the same for oxygen, but I'm not able to see the real-time oxygen. Anywho, heart rate's really accurate for the Owlet sock. And the Owlet, big thing for the sock, it alarms when anything is abnormal, which is a peace of mind for a mom, because I want to know if heart rate is high, low, oxygen's low, because if I'm sleeping in the middle of the night, I'm not constantly monitoring it. So I want to know if something goes wrong, and it has a little base station that I'll show you next, and that's what alarms. It blinks actually lavender, has a lavender alarm, and that is what lets you know if something is out of range. It tells you to check on baby, which again is different than the other versions in the other countries, because it will tell you, hey, your oxygen's low, your heart rate is high, low. But in the US, it's just like, check on your baby. But I'll show you that. So this is the base station. We actually have it sitting right up here, which is within a certain range to our bedroom. And it has a long cord, so you can just plug it up. We have it plugged up behind our car seat. But that is the Owlet base, which actually alarms when something is wrong, like the sock isn't on properly, if it's just having a hard time getting a reading, or if it's telling you, you need to go check on your child. And so for us, this is our Owlet Cam. I have it over his crib by this little thing that I got off of Amazon that is attached right there. But for the Owlet, you can't actually turn it left or right, up and down from your phone, but it has like this magnetic bottom, so you can turn it all the way around if you need to and adjust it. But that's how we have our Owlet Cam set up. And so for the Hubble monitor, we have ours sitting right here on the changing table, which is really close to his crib. This is the docking station, so that's where the ankle monitor actually plugs up. So it just goes on right there. And this is like a little speaker sound machine. And this is where that plugs in and it charges when you're not using it. This is the Hubble camera. This is the nursery PAL. It actually has a little light on the bottom, and then that's the camera, left, right, up, down, and it actually swivels all the way around. So I did have that in place right there where the Owlet camera is, but I ended up taking it down and putting the Owlet camera back up. Let me talk about the cons really quickly. For the Owlet, the whole reason I got the Hubble in the first place because I was getting really tired of the software. Hey, baby. Hey. The software for the Owlet. It is constantly giving us trouble. We have perfect Wi-Fi. This is our experience, what we're going through. It surely doesn't happen to everybody. Hey. We have perfect Wi-Fi. We have a good setup, followed all the directions. The app drives me insane. The app constantly freezes for the camera. The actual picture will go out and it'll say connecting. So my baby's crying and I pick up my phone and I want to look and see what's happening. It takes 10-15 seconds for the picture to even come up. And I'm like, by that time I could have went ahead and gone in his nursery and checked on him. Anyways, drives me crazy. That's the reason I even looked into the Hubble in the first place. So the audio cuts out a lot. So I'll have my phone up and this is at nighttime, and so I can hear him. Ended up having to get a baby monitor to keep by my bedside because the audio cuts out on the app all the time. And this has been going on. He's 7 months. I've had it the entire time, even though we had him in our bedroom by our bed for a while. But that's a big thing with the Owlet. My child is currently chewing on my hand. Hubble cons. So for the Hubble ankle monitor, it's from what I'm seeing, what I'm reading, it's not accurate. It's not picking up the heart rate like it's supposed to, even when baby is asleep. And the ankle monitor is on properly, followed all the directions. It's the heart rate, oxygen. I put them down initially the first, ow! He has teeth. It's not picking up accurately. It said his oxygen was in the 80s initially when I laid him down. I had the sock on at the same time. His oxygen was 99 in the sock. So that was a huge deal for me because I want it to be accurate. That's the whole reason that I wanted to get it. I know the importance as a nurse, the accuracy of the oxygen and the heart rate. I need for that to be real. I need for it to be true, especially when he's sick. He had the flu a couple of weeks ago. I need for that to be accurate. Another thing, on their app, Hubble app, like I said, I really liked it, but it's going to bother the snot out of you with ads until you sign up for the premium subscription for the app. So it is, they say you get all this stuff for free once you sign up for Hubble in terms of the software, the assistance, everything. You get that for free, but they bug the snot out of you until you sign up for premium. And I think it wasn't a lot. It was either $5 or $10 a month, which is fine. I went ahead and signed up for it because I was tired of it asking me. Another thing with the Hubble, the base station that I showed you, it needs to be, I think, 6 to 10 feet from the crib, which mine is, for it to be accurate. That's really close. That might not be a big deal to some people, but it just kind of annoys me. Biggest stinking thing besides the accuracy with the Hubble, it is not that I find. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. It does not alarm if it is high or low, or if anything's off. Huge deal for me because I want to know if something's abnormal while I'm asleep and I cannot monitor him by myself. That's my peace of mind. That's what I need, is for you to tell me when something is not right, when I'm not aware, and constantly over his crib watching him to see if something is wrong. I need for it to alarm me and tell me. Now, I might have just not been able to find it yet. Like I said, I don't have any reviews that I've been able to see on the Hubble Guardian Plus. So if I'm wrong on that and somebody found that, please let me know. But huge deal for me. I need you to let me know when something's wrong, please. Now, disclaimer, it says on both the Owlet and the Hubble, this was a whole thing with the FDA. These are not supposed to be used as medical devices. This is supposed to be sleep quality indicators. But it doesn't matter the reason for it. If I see numbers and I see something I can look at to tell me if my baby's okay, I need for it to be right. Isn't that the whole point of it? I need for it to be right. So even though it says it's not supposed to be used for, medical purposes, diagnoses, and all, and that's true. If you think something's wrong with your baby, you need to eye it yourself. You know if something's different going on with your baby. You don't need to rely on a monitor. You don't need to rely on an ankle bracelet, the sock. You need to look at your baby yourself and determine if they need to go be seen by a physician. I totally get that. But if I see numbers, if I see oxygen, if I see heart rate, I'm going to need for it to be right. Or somewhere in the ballpark. Somewhere in the ballpark. If I put him down, he was completely fine, he's healthy, and his oxygen's 85. Something's not right. Long story short, I'm switching back to the Owlet. I'm going to go return the Hubble. Even though I love the Cam, I want everything to be under one app. I'm turning the Hubble Cam and the monitor back to Walmart, get my $200-something back. No hate on Hubble. I love the concept. I think they just have some work to do. Owlet has some work to do as well, in terms of the U.S. stuff. Like, I get it. But I'm sticking with my Owlet. I'm going to stick with the sock and my 10-minute oxygen average. And we're just going to have to deal with it because it is what it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.